Now Joe ain't stopped talking trash since he came in here. I don't know what's going on with you today, bro. Like
What are you
you
talking about?
came in hating on the Bucks. You came in.
What are you talking about? What is this? What do you mean? Who are you and what is this?
Yeah, see, this is the type of time I be on with
This
Joe.
is what is this?
This is the type of time. See, y'all don't understand. Like I've been.
Imagination upgraded? Is this what this is?
Yes, this is imagination upgraded,
Oh,
sir. This
okay.
is the pod coming back. Actually, I ain't did the pod in a minute.
What
So
what pod are you talking about? The pod
the
that you have furniture come
yeah,
trash come pick you up in and just lay outside your
no,
house?
the podcast.
Oh, podcast is
Yeah,
what
the
we're
imagination
speaking of.
upgraded podcast.
Imagine
Yeah,
Nation Upgraded
yeah.
podcast.
See, bro. All right, this
Now,
this what
now,
type this
now,
what type
my
of time
voice
we on.
become. Now I
This
sound
what
like
type
I'm
of
somewhere.
this what type. See, you ain't do that to Vlad.
What, Vlad? What are you
Yeah,
talking
you ain't
about?
go. Well, you drink podcast. Yeah, don't
Because,
try to treat mine different.
excuse me, he didn't treat me with such a manner and bring me on with
See,
such.
I gave him water. I guess when you be nice to people, that's when it's bad.
I coughed for water.
Okay.
Brought my own, actually.
Anyway,
Anyway,
man.
yes.
Anyway,
Yes, Mister.
welcome back. I haven't had this podcast in a minute. I got my good homie.
Okay.
How long I know you, man? It's been
Joe Torry or
2008.
Joseph Torry? You know, it's
No,
different.
no.
It's different ones. You know
Joe
what I'm saying?
Torry. We met in what 2018 when we shot the movie. Was that
Was it
18 or 17?
2018? Is it? I thought it was longer than that.
It's
Seems longer
almost
than
10
that.
years.
Seems longer than that.
Well, I got here in 14.
So the movie workout room.
Workout room.
So yeah. So whatever that had transpired, seems like we've seems like you've been my little brother for a little while now.
It's been like 10 years, at least 10
It
years.
seems longer than that, man. But that's progress and that's energy and that's projects.
Yeah.
I guess that we worked on.
Right. So this is man needs no introduction, but I got to introduce him anyway. This man is a legend, black comedy legend. If you have a family member that is the age of 50 or over, and is a woman, she probably is in love with this man. He got all the aunties.
Just 50?
60.
Well,
Maybe
40?
40s. It was 40s.
That's
40s.
30s.
You might get the 40s, but it's well, how old is Poetic Justice at this point? 'Cause that's where they really love you from. That was the start, and then you went.
It's poetic. It's like 30-something years old.
Poetic Justice about 30 now.
Yeah, it should be like 30-something years. Yeah, because Tales in the Hood is 30.
Yeah,
31. So yeah, it's 30-something years old. But yeah, over 30 actually.
yeah.
But you know,
So the legendary Joe Torry, legendary. How you been, man?
I've
What
been
you
great.
up to?
I've been doing beautiful, man. Balancing the entertainment industry from comedy to acting, to producing, to directing, and to bringing my family into the next lineage of should I say of what I do in entertainment.
The Tories. So the Tories are a legendary name. So now you bringing the next generation of Tories into it.
Yeah, I mean,
How does that feel, man? Like you went from obviously your pops being a great Tory, your mom being a great Tory, you and your brother coming to Hollywood doing what y'all did, and now it's time for your next generation. How do you feel about that, man? Like,
hey man, I think every generation have to do what they are given to succeed on.
yeah,
And and now, I mean, like with you, I mean, this is with God, the internet, the algorithm. That's always been here, but we didn't know how to use it. But back then, I think my great grandmother and great grandfathers used what they had, and whatever skill they had. So, and now, my father was military, my mother was school teacher, and I just turned everything from them into entertainment, and I'm passing that down into my kids. Something that can, that you could, I think that will live forever and stand the test of time. Entertainment, it's the essential product.
Speaking of the internet, how do you adjust, like, being an OG in this? You came in when there was probably the internet wasn't big like that. You had like
No.
dial up, but now like just the boom and you traveling all the time, you always booked. Like, how are you handling just social media in general?
Yeah, I mean, handling social general in general right now in 2026, it can be tricky. It can be a lesson. My kids teach me, don't do this, don't do that. Some things you can say, some things you can't, aware or do, or just not be aware of,
Uh-huh.
and you can seem so out of place.
Yeah.
You not lose a fan base, but you can lose your credibility, by thinking in the old way.
Mhm.
So with me, having a blessing to have a 32-year-old son, a 23-year-old son, and a 16-year-old daughter keeps me
Mhm.
not relevant, but keeps me evergreen to situations. And I think now, you know, coming off of the magazine, or coming from newspaper,
Mhm.
or coming from word of mouth,
Yeah.
or hear all about it, to now, hey, you can text all about it, you can see it in an instance, is amazing.
Well, talk about that because you come from a world where comedy was raw. Like you could get on
Yeah.
that stage and say whatever you want to.
Mhm.
And right now, it's a lot of people. It's a battle between, especially with the Kevin Hart roast that just happened.
Right.
It's a battle between what you can say and what you can't say, and comedians should be exempt from certain things. How do you feel? Well, one, what did you think about the roast? That's a big topic of conversation right now. How do you feel about the Kevin Hart roast?
I think, first of all, I mean, it's comedy. It's Kevin Hart Roast. Look who put it together.
Mm,
I mean, Netflix or people shock. We're in that world of clips,
mm-hmm,
shock humor, where being nasty and dirty and bad, and Trump has a lot to do with that.
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's winning right now, being evil and saying anything to get clicks and laughs is ridiculous. But if that's the brand you are, if that's the liquor you're drinking, if that's the food you want to digest, then that's for you. To me, I mean, they invite certain type of people to those parties,
Mhm,
or certain type of people that's going to let that go on. I'm from the '90s, so they wouldn't have flew on my watch
mhm.
because they know it'd have been furniture moving.
Yeah.
Or I'd have got up there and hey, I'd have, okay, well, off strip about this, now, I'd have checked all that on the point, because I've done roasts where you can speak up. I ain't have to wait to get the mic. I'm like, hold on, watch your mouth before you get smacked. But most of that stuff was written by 7 white guys. So white people, their uncreative imagination about black people is only to go back to, hey, your drugs, your daddy left you, your slaves, people died. It's stuff that they made up about us. So
Mhm.
that's funny to them, not us. But it's it's like I said, it's clickbait. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To me, for the comics to sit up there and take that, and for people to, refute that, I don't know. I mean, that's them. If they got the balls to say something, most of them want to check. I'm against the system, so I'm uncancelable.
Mhm.
I don't live in the era where I think the industry can hurt me, because I don't live for the industry. I live for me. So I have my own fans. So my old liquor, my old bottle of water, at the end of the day, is always gonna sell.
Mhm. And it's funny because you hear Kevin Hart on the Breakfast Club, and he said, "It's live. What did you expect me to do?" And knowing what I know of you, and knowing what I know of the stories of the people you brought me around, and
Right.
talking about how you moved back in the day, I couldn't see you up there just kind of standing for that. Like I couldn't see Joe Torry hearing some of those jokes
Yeah.
and not saying something
Yeah. I mean, or not furniture being moved backstage.
or backstage. Yeah.
Or right on camera. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, 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 what are we doing here? But
Mhm.
like I said, they know who to invite to those type of parties.
Yeah.
So, and everybody, I mean, either got to deal with Netflix, or they want to deal with Netflix, or they want to deal with Netflix, the different network that's putting them out there, or they don't want to piss their agency off. I've been
Mhm.
through all that before.
Yeah.
So, I'm like I said, I'm OG. So, I know how to handle that.
So
And,
you think everybody's just holding back and didn't
I
really
mean,
wanna rock the boat, afterwards? It
you
was
know what I
announced
think?
that Cheryl got her special, but I think she went up there and went crazy when it was her time. Like, after all that they were saying all that stuff about her, when she got up there, I think she went and did her job.
Yeah, Cheryl spoke, like she's supposed to has spoken.
Mhm,
But like I said, it's all a part of the circus.
mhm,
And hey, the person that does this, the person. I mean, you know what you signed up for when you do it as a comic. You know where you are in this business. if if you can push certain envelopes in which you can't, you know what I'm saying? You know why they got you there. Like people used to say, back in the day, well, why you bring Joe Torry? You know he gonna be Def Jam. Well, that's why you hired me. You know what I'm saying? So, so they know why they hire certain people to be there, to do certain things, to push the narrative, and that's why we're still talking about it
Mhm.
right now. You know what I'm saying? But I don't, to me, it's like, I'm so above low vibrational energy. No, it doesn't affect me. Whereas I'd have thought of something clever to come back at that.
The one common thing that I heard about you from just being around your people and other comedians is that you are. What's the best way to say this? Like, if you with me, you protected. Like everybody, like no, pay her, give her money, or everybody's like got that Joe story. Like, nah, Joe went back there and he got my money, or Joe took
Oh,
care of me on this, or Joe made sure we had that, this and this and that. Like, tell me about that because you got a lot of respect in the comedy and entertainment world, and it's not saying you messing up the mic already.
no, I'm not.
You good?
My bad now.
And it's not saying like you was
I
just
just
reckless,
adjust.
but you stood on a principle.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's I'm educated, and in this business, before I thought I researched the business, but when you get into it, you don't even know certain levels when you get to a certain level, and then oh, who really's behind this business, and
Hmm.
it ain't your business. You didn't create it. It was created by a certain group of people that wanted to make their people look good, and that's it. And for everybody else's culture to look beneath them or not superior or whatever else. So if you want this type of business, go create your own.
Hmm.
Before I understood that, I was on some just moral thing. Whereas, hey man, you know what I'm saying, respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? We earned this, and give us our respect. Whether you're white, you're black, you're Indian, you're Jewish, whatever it was, whatever you were, little man, fat man, handicapped, disability, I was for everybody. If you're doing somebody wrong, I'm gonna step up. Period. Nobody gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say something. And and sometimes I guess I wasn't supposed to say nothing, but I ain't gonna let you keep your finger in my butt, keep your finger in my eye, or try something to me more than once and not say nothing. No, either I'm gonna break your finger, you know not to do it again, and you're not gonna do it to anybody else around me. Or if I see you doing this again, know what I'm saying? Off
Hmm.
with your finger, off with your head, off with your hand, off with your thoughts. People don't like that. So, and they've been really big people. People that, run businesses, run the industry, run tours, run networks.
Hmm.
Where I've been like, yo, dude, you know what I'm saying? That ain't about to fly. And if you try that again, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be in a trunk. If you try that again, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in the lobby with a baseball bat. I'm gonna bust in your head. If you do this, if you don't give them their money right now, I'm going in your pockets. I'm about to kidnap your family. I'll be outside your door to
Oh
school.
Jesus.
I'll be, whatever I gotta do, dude, to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But maybe some of the stuff, the threats were, and it wasn't just um, promoters or shady people, directors or producers in this business. It could be business managers. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Hmm.
If I see some zeros missing from a check, like you don't think I know where the money went, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, you're gonna come
Hmm.
home and your family gonna be tied up.
Yeah. Family gonna be tired.
So I get my money until you explain this because they couldn't explain it.
Bro,
Stuff like that.
you like the 90s hardcore rapper of comedy.
No, not a
like the street
rapper.
rapper of comedy from
No,
the
maybe I saw too
90s.
many movies.
Like
Maybe I didn't have enough, stuff in my head at the time to just, hey, this is what you do when people do you wrong.
yeah. I
But
mean,
then
you
you
grew up in
threaten,
St. Louis.
St. Louis, New York, whatever else. So it was like, hey, man, I'm going to have an intelligent conversation with you. I'm going to try to have another one. And then strike three.
Mm.
Well, you're out.
Gotta move some furniture.
You know what I mean? So it ain't like you ain't had a warning. I just wasn't popping off. I was, even with stuff, but not even with that. I mean, even when situations where I knew that somebody else needed it more than me. Meaning, like, like a situation when DL had a family, HBO one night stand, needed this thing. He was, and they came to see me, Jamie, Bear. I was hosting the stuff, but I kind of turned my stuff down a bit because I knew I was a lock already,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew if I known they was only coming to get one of us, for that. Um, and I set up the whole showcase. Me, I think DL, Jamie was in the townhouse in Inglewood, and I think somebody else. I
Wait,
forgot who it
what
was.
showcase you talking about right
It
now?
was a
Just so
showcase for one mic stand
for one mic
for
stand. That
HBO.
was HBO special.
Yeah,
So okay, so some people might not know about the one mic stand. Let's go
yeah, that was
back.
before the HBO specials. The
Yeah,
one
so like
mic
let's go
stands.
back and explain to me what the one mic stand was.
It was like your Netflix special.
Hmm. And that's just, was it a competition or it was
No, it
just?
was just like who's the next one. Martin had one. They was doing them at the time,
Oh, okay,
and yeah, and so HBO was the Netflix at the time.
got it.
And I
Okay,
just, I was a lock. And we knew we got you. So I was just trying to put other people on. But at that time, I didn't have a family. I didn't have kids. I didn't have nothing. I was like, I'm going to make it. I got bigger dreams than just being a comedian. I'm a producer. I'm a director. I'm doing all this other stuff. And DL had at that time was comedy. He had his comedy. He had a family. He was, he was trying to pay his bills and do his stuff.
hmm,
So I was like, so I brought him up like he was the next, bump, 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 everybody and funny and Bloop. And DL did his thing. And he got the special.
yeah,
And I was like, "Where's my special?" And he's like, "Well, we only was taking one." I was like, "You only taking one?" And DL will tell you, he's like, "Man, you brought me up, and I know you had turned your stuff down so much, just so not so saying so he can win, but because it was like, okay, I mean, I want everybody to shine, take all of us,
yeah.
you know what I mean, and that's how I did the same thing with Jamie, uh, take all of us, you know what I'm saying, as far as getting our agent. They came to see me for
Hmm.
CAA, and I was like, no, you got to see Jamie Foxx. You got to see
Mm.
him. You got to take care of him. And we end up, and that's how he end up, getting to know with CAA and uh, uh, her name is she it's you see this thing now called Cruz Wagner. Her name was Paula Wagner at the
Okay.
time. So her and Tom Cruise left CAA to put together Cruz Wagner
Oh, okay.
Management.
I've heard of that. Okay.
Yeah, and they started the Mission Possible movies and all that stuff. Anyway, just a lot of retreats and stuff, a lot of stuff we got from back in the day, and that's how because we got to go like do private shows for all the big time
Hmm.
agents, and Jamie they would take him like Tom Cruise. He got to do Tom Cruise wedding.
Hmm.
Of course, my comedy was a little bit abrasive for the wedding.
Yeah,
It took
Jamie's a
Jamie was singing and
singer and comedian. Both,
and
yeah,
and he was a little bit more easy and should I say
the palette.
on the palette for that type of crowd. I
Yeah,
mean, I was going off on he runs NBC right now. I was head of Universal. I was Ron.
yeah.
I was telling jokes about some of the most powerful people in Hollywood. Like, shut up, you short motherfucker. You this that. I'm sure they haven't forgot
Now,
that.
do you feel like you've helped a lot of people, and like you've been like a stepping stone for a lot of people? Like, do you feel like that maybe hindered like how far you could have gone, or hindered, altered your career in any way?
No, I don't think me being stepping stone or helping anybody else hindered nothing from me.
Hmm.
I think me was me. Me saw too much.
Yeah.
Me peep behind the curtain. It was like, okay, this is where this is going, and this is what you got to do at this level. This is who you got to be, and I got a whole another part of why I came to Hollywood. And why I wanted to start this business. Why I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and why I am where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there.
Hmm.
Because if I'm not, then other things probably can't grow,
Hmm.
won't be created, won't be altered. You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything. So I look at myself as a part of nature. I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be, right where I'm supposed to be it. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? Then that frequency doesn't work right.
Hmm.
So because I'm still, I'm still trying to build a frequency that that I think is great, that's needed for our people.
Yeah.
And when I say our people meaning not just black people,
Hmm.
but people that don't see color, people don't see race, people don't see disloyalty, don't see fear, don't see disbelief, they don't see worry, they don't see confusion, they don't see anxiety, they only see gratefulness, they only see winning, they only see um, a level of love and frequency of freedom, expansion,
Hmm.
and peace.
So with all these people that you helped in the game, and I always talk to you about this, like I think I get more upset than you half the time.
Mm.
You don't feel like some of these people should be bringing you on the shows or putting you in movies or putting you in a sitcom on Netflix or something like that?
No, I mean, I don't help people to be helped. You know what I'm saying? It's not to get back. I mean, or to, hey, this is what I'm doing, something for the future. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not my purpose of doing that. Because I've been helped. I've been showing a lot of love. Like I was discussing with my son how I had my foundation and how many people used to come.
Yeah.
And like Shaq used to fly himself in. You know what I'm saying? Well, give me 2 tickets and he'll fly his whole team in and he'll stay for 3 days and 4 days. And T.O. and Vivica Fox and Megan Good, so much stuff they used to do. So many favors in situations I owe people that I would think I owe people. And I don't owe them a thing. They were just doing God's work.
Yeah.
So I'm just in a way where you don't owe me nothing. I would like to see you succeed. That's the way the universe works. Now, yeah, for somebody in my family, yeah, I gave you this X amount of dollars, and then you just blew it, or now you a billionaire, and now you ain't looked back and said nothing to me. So, but I don't do it for that to look and see if somebody owes me something. But if you have made $1 billion, if I have helped you, and you haven't looked back and said, hey, let me help you with your foundation, let me help something in your neighborhood and kids, because I am God. I don't need no money. I don't need no help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need your energy and your frequency. You know what I'm saying? But I am, made in God's image. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? I should be, should I say, abundance is plentiful with me.
I understand that because I'm like that as far as myself. Like I'll give and do whatever. I'm not expecting anything back. But the only thing is when I see it from other people,
Right.
then that makes me think like, wow, like, come on, man. Because
Right.
I would do that. Like if you helped me do something, then I know now I'm obligated to either help you or help somebody else. You know what I mean? Like send the elevator back down. Not send the elevator back down, but I'm obligated to, reciprocate it.
Well, you have to understand, that your expectations on somebody else's reactions is your expectations. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never give anybody the room to ruin my energy. Now my perception of you is my perception. If I built you into a situation where I think you should respond like this, then it's my fault because I've given you a high nature. So it's my fault if I think that you should be reacting the way I think you should react when I should just let you react because I can't control your reaction. I mean, you can't control anybody's reaction. You can't control anybody's pace. You can't control nothing but what you know. So only you build up a certain type of perception about somebody, and then you can only be let down when they don't fulfill what you thought. So when I think about people, just be reciprocal. If you can't show it to me, show it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are so jealous, or they don't know how to handle the envy or the mirror of themselves. They don't know how to respond. They don't know how to give like you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mere point of thinking somebody can be just as strong as you, forgiving as you, patient as you, loving as you, and understanding as you is your fault.
All right, man. I won't be upset no more, man.
Man.
I won't be upset no more. I'm telling you, when I be seeing new shows and I be like, nah, bro, that's the new show. You could have put my boy in
but
that.
check it. So you have to look at this.
I be upset, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
No. You have to look at.
Am I right to be upset or I shouldn't be upset? I should just not because
Well,
I can't see my people like.
Listen. Now you have to understand that if I turned my frequency off,
Yeah.
where you can't get at me, even though you want me, that's my fault.
Okay, I hear that.
So if I've turned my Hollywood frequency off, we're like, don't call me about that bullshit. Don't call me about nothing if it ain't gonna right. Don't call me if it ain't gonna be or blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna have to compromise my nature, my culture, my spirit. Don't call me. Cause I ain't the one. Cause I will move furniture.
Exactly.
Inside and out. You know what I'm saying? On the set, spiritually on the set. You know what I'm saying? And when some people don't want that on the set.
Yeah.
That something's gonna fuck up the locker room because the locker room is tainted. Not on my watch.
I
So
hear that.
sometimes they don't want that around. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's not a shit starter, but okay, he's the intelligent one. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna let this dumb shit fly.
Mm, I
I
like that.
ain't from the dumb culture. You know what I'm saying? We're in a dumb culture right now. I can't dumb myself down enough
I hear that.
to accept what you want to give me.
I hear that. All right, I'm gonna not be so upset about it no more. But I mean, don't get it twisted. It's not like you ain't out here. Like you fly around, bro. Like you out here every day somewhere. Like it's hard to get in contact with you. I know. Like soon as you call, like let me just answer right quick, no matter what I'm doing, because he got probably 15 minutes. You've been doing this so long and moving around so long. Like, how do you feel like you just keep the relevancy and keep people coming out?
Well, I think now I find more ways to, or I'm blessed to find more ways to do projects I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that the industry's quit calling or people don't want to put me in their thing. It's just like, okay, I don't want to do that no more. I did that. I want to play the angry black man. I want to play the ignorant nigga. I want to play the strong black dude that's gay in the inside or weak sons. All these stories that I haven't grown up with, and they want to push a narrative to weaken the black man or the black king or the black family. Don't call me for that. I ain't gonna do it. But I do accept the roles, and you'll see a bunch of them coming out where I do play the positive black man. I get to play a positive role model, a positive black father who has a family, and our problems are not ain't drugs and streets. It's maybe just finding somebody else's emotional state. You know what I'm saying? Loving your brother a little more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the job industry is shut down, and now challenging yourself to find another skill in yourself. It ain't always got to be hey, I'm gonna turn to this or go to Pookie. You know what I mean? There's other families out there. There's other Huskable stories. You know what I'm saying? And now I get to play them because I don't have that history of, well, call that nigga, the angry black man, the muscle. Call this, Joe Torry can play that. Okay. I can play that. What you got next? Can I play a doctor? Can I play a lawyer? Can I play a preacher? Can I play somebody positive that my kids can watch or we can go back in history and say, wow, that character really inspired me. You know what I'm saying? To do something good, not bad.
I mean, I've said that. Like I've said, I wanted to see you in a more serious roles because I
Right.
mean, I've seen you. I've edited some of your reel and stuff, and I've seen you in, what Grey's Anatomy. What were you in?
Oh, you mean ER back in the
ER,
day?
yeah, it's the ER back in the day. I'm like, you could see the range, and so now for you, it's just about taking those roles that allow you to not be pigeonholed into like the angry black man or some kind of
Yeah, I
stereotype.
mean, yeah, the angry black man.
Is that more of why you're taking the role of taking on the role of producer now and coming up with these stories and trying to put out more of your own content to kind of control
Well,
the narrative and
part of my absence from just being in mainstream and doing stuff is to kill that character,
you had
that
to kill the
narrative.
character.
That okay, because you once you play them, okay, okay, because some people you can only see as that person, and I'm like, no, I'm grown now, and a lot of not a lot, but certain people like the late great John Singleton used to say, I'm waiting for you to age because I still look something like my old
You
characters.
still look young,
I
bro.
know, and I'm like, no, I'm 60 years old, and
Like
they want me to
skin
look.
regimen. I hope to age gracefully as you. You know what I mean?
Man, it's a lot of work, man.
No, chill
I
out.
died in it's a lot of work and some genes. You gotta have any genes.
What is it? The
but
diet? Is it the?
well, it's
I know you
catch-
exercise a
Listen,
lot.
this is a catch-22 thing.
Okay.
Because you're caught up in a narrative where in Hollywood, oh, always look young, always look like and people do that. Rappers, singers, always trying to look like that first impression they had on the universe. Besides being a baby, but Michael changed himself up, but he kept changing. And then but he kept getting younger. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I'm not doing no plastic surgery. I'm just, I can't, sure, I got to lose weight because I'm working on some things now, Miles Davis things, to
Yeah.
get my body young, but I can't do nothing with, unless, with my skin and my regimen, if I eat good and I work out, and I just don't look old enough to play certain parts. And I get a lot of, for real, you know, uh, uh, auditions or invites for characters old, and I'm like, but you don't look 60, or you don't look 50, or you don't look like you my daddy, or you look like you my uncle, you look like you can be her boyfriend or her sugar. I'm a daddy that's not too, and it's never the person, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I can grow a beard.
I was gonna say you got to grow the beard,
Yeah, I
bro.
can grow a beard, but then it's still I don't have the bags and I don't have the wrinkles
Yeah.
and the have this all the lines in the face and looking like I'm 50 before I wake up. I'm sorry, but they got makeup for that.
I mean, I know Hollywood historically has had the obsession with like younger, younger, younger. But if I'm keeping it a buck, all the shows that I
Well,
look at now, like
yeah,
the older generation is
it's
who's
winning,
killing it. Like,
and
you know what I mean? Like
that's
Nicole Kidman, like she's been killing it and some stuff.
well,
I
they
just
look
watched.
really old. So
I mean,
not to say it, not them, but I mean they look that part. They look like the part they want to do. Like
well, that's what I'm saying.
like Demi
Like,
Moore in Landman.
exactly,
You know what
Demi
I'm saying?
Moore, Jason Bateman,
Exactly.
like,
But they look almost the same age.
yeah, yeah,
Or maybe older.
they look like that. That right? Yeah.
Exactly.
I hear what you're saying. So you said your look is not your age, not the age
Exactly.
they. Well, I hear. I
I'm
hear.
like, yeah, but you still look like you 35.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I hear.
You can play a 40-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
We want you at 60. And we want that acting, we want that tenure that you've put in there. You know what I'm saying? The age process that you put into yourself and to the business, because people know it. Like, okay, when we get that old dude, we know we got an old dude. When we get him, we know he gonna hold the part. He's gonna be grown. So certain things don't have to be acted out because we know the dude did that 50 years ago. He did 40 years of that. You know what I'm saying? With me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I guess they can see, you know what I'm saying? Or how am I gonna look like Equalizer?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been, I'm doing this for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
I can look like, Jason Bourne,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but they ain't giving that to no young black guy.
But have you thought about creating? Because you and I, we talk about
Right.
creating stuff all the time.
Yes.
And it's definitely time to do another project. But have you thought about just? I don't know if like Steve Carell created these characters for himself,
Mhm.
but like these older characters that he's been playing, like he's been killing them.
Right.
And I know he went through a change of like even from comedy to more dramatic.
Right.
And even Jason Bateman as well, and
Yeah,
going from
yeah.
comedy
But
to more
they get the
dramatic.
opportunities.
They get the opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get the opportunities.
Now I'm trying to
play.
think of
And
somebody
they,
black.
and listen, exactly. They get the opportunities to
You're
play and have those roles and to have them written for them, and you know what I mean, which is cool. I mean, but I got to go up against STK.
Mm-hmm.
I'm older than him. You know what I'm saying? But Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give me Forrest Whitaker role. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna play his older. You know what I'm saying? He got that. So I'm either caught in between Blair Underwood. You know what I'm saying? Shamor, Michael B. Jordan, or you go play the angry nigga or something. Who you go play? Now you got the man just play. What's his name that played Michael Jackson daddy?
Ooh,
Yeah,
Coleman Domingo.
Coleman, he got
Coleman
both sides
Domingo.
wrapped up. He dancing on both sides of the tree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
He killing it.
you know what I'm saying? He can play the gay guy. He can play the evil guy. He can play bandit. He don't care what he
He
plays.
got some range. He's killing it. He's killing it.
And he's getting opportunities to play.
He's getting opportunities.
And so yeah, when you get the opportunities, you got to be consistently going like that. Yes, but when you don't, and you got to be like, okay, I hope this work and get me more work, because sometimes it doesn't give you more range of work. It gives you more work like that.
Would you do a vertical?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of verticals now. I'm doing verticals.
You doing verticals now?
Yeah, I'm doing verticals now.
How you feel about
it? Pastor Brian.
Pastor Brian is a vertical?
Yeah, he's a Pastor Brian starting the vertical.
Okay, so they don't know about Pastor Brian.
Yeah,
Because I
Pastor
saw
Brian-
Pastor Brian at a film festival.
Yeah, Pastor Brian's going to be a vertical, and I'm going to do Miles Davis as a vertical.
You gonna do Miles Davis as a vertical?
We're gonna do Miles
I'm not
Davis.
doing Miles Davis as no
Yes,
vertical.
you are.
Shit.
We are doing.
I'm not on the vertical train, bro.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we're gonna start
We
him on
gonna
the
do
vertical
Miles
train.
Davis as a.
We're gonna do Miles
Okay,
on the
tell me
vertical
this.
train.
Why would we
and
do
then
Miles Davis as a vertical train?
Because that's
As a vertical.
because that's what they're watching now.
I don't believe it.
Listen.
This is me. Let's have this conversation because
For
and this would be good
you
for the
asked me a
audience
question,
also.
right?
Yeah.
For what we want to do with Miles, we want to start him as a vertical, and then we want to move it. Period. Because I think we can accomplish so much with him because he's a vertical clip guy. Miles is a clip guy. Miles is not a. He's so complicated. He's so many stories. He is perfect for this because
I can't do it, bro.
Yeah, but you don't know Miles like a Miles, but you could do it.
I can't do it.
Yes,
I feel like okay. So here's the thing. All right, let's just keep it a buck with the vertical stuff.
Yeah.
One, I've never been able to completely successfully watch a vertical series, and I gave a really good effort into watching the Issa Rae one because I love Issa Rae.
Right.
And I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm just saying I couldn't get into it like everyone else. I do not know one person who has finished a vertical series outside of, people in China and Korea. Like they watch it.
Right.
So, and here's my other thing about the verticals. And correct me if I'm wrong, like in the comments, correct this also. I have not seen someone purchase a vertical. The only thing, like a company, like they're usually creating everything themselves. Issa Rae's, I could be ignorant to the business of it, but Issa Rae, TikTok basically paid her to create, her and her company to create this show for TikTok.
Right.
That's like the closest I could see. I haven't seen anyone complete a vertical series, take it over to one of these vertical streamers, and then actually be paid for that and make money for that series that they created. Now, I do know a bunch of people who are working on verticals, and I hear the horror stories of working on verticals from them, and it just doesn't sound fun to me. It doesn't sound like what I got into the business for. Now, is it a good creative medium? Yes, like you're finding ways to get your vision out to the masses.
And
I personally don't agree with it.
I'm not. And I think that's.
And I might be late.
And I think that's what it is. I think it's a process of getting your idea shaped out, and I think it's just another way of how Issa Rae started, and how most of these people started. It's just a quicker way now. You know what I'm saying? And it's it sharpens you. It sharpens you because if you don't know, then it takes a lot to capture somebody's attention in that short amount of time. And if you have, like in China or wherever they're winning at with that, they already have, an idea or something that's already a crave. You know what I'm saying? So the Pokemon or whatever else that's already, an essential entertainment, should I say, addiction to them.
Right.
And I think that's all this is.
But that's over there, right?
No, but I think here, because we come on, everybody follow everything. The attention span, and we talked about that. Everything's so dumbed down now. I think if people live in clips, this is a good way to get a clip into your head, into your psyche. I didn't say you have to go and but if you want to start something, if you want to practice, if you want to get a good response on something, I didn't say you're trying to win awards because we are bona fide filmmakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm trying to win awards though.
But yes,
I'm keep it tall.
But all your things are not going to win awards.
Truth.
And all your things are not going to get financed.
Truth.
So put that shit up on YouTube. Put that shit up on some of your stuff on where you're going to get a response and where people are going to see your work.
Exactly.
So the worst thing you want to do is to create something nobody's going to see. You can't get no response from. And then it's just done in the wind.
Would Poetic Justice be what it was if it was a vertical series? Be what it is. Let me not even say be what it was.
You're talking about a different part of mindset and how people watch TV. See, earlier it was no talking. It was just words.
Mm-hmm.
Talkies. Then it came into musicals. Then it came into war movies and then westerns. Then it came into what? More musicals? Then it went to exploitation and then it went to okay. Not just going to the theater house, but also watching them in your homes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then okay. Oh wow. Oh, I get to watch a repeat. It's a video.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now it's in mini DV and high eight, and now it's on your phone on your watch, and now it's everywhere. And the attention span on people, how people watch stuff and keep up with stuff, is so much stuff out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
The attention span can't hold all of it. So it's built. The mindset is built to like okay, watch stuff real fast, become addicted, and hopefully just keep going down that train.
Mm-hmm. But then how do you explain something like Sinners or Super Mario or Avatar 3 or like these box office smashes, and people look to these movies, especially Sinners in the black culture, people look to these movies as cream of the crop. Like Coogler is that guy right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but he started with what?
I mean, he started with shorts and you know school, just like
And
most of us.
but he found his. See, he found his.
But he did it. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, hold on, because I know where you go. What I'm trying to say is he did it in the world of this short attention span that you just mentioned.
Yeah, he did it in a culture that he understood, and he needed to bring this awareness to this culture, and he did it with Oakland. He did it with his one star because everybody grabbed somebody that people can, he like Kevin Hart. They grabbed him
Yeah.
during the algorithm upbeat. Jeff Klanigan told me the story. It was going to be him and Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
It's different eras where you have to grab somebody. Michael Jackson was grabbed at the right time. Michael Jordan was grabbed at the right time. And people believed in them. Oh, I can take this person and make them there. Coogler saw what he can do with Michael B. Jordan. Started with what's the station? What's the
Fruitville Station.
Fruitville?
Yeah.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Get them integrated on black side, white side, taking a character or a film and making them lovable, whether you like them or be white or black,
Mm-hmm.
and then putting them in situations where it's not even about black or white no more.
Mm-hmm.
It's about this experience of what these people are going through.
But I feel like
but
these
but
are.
but blending horror. Come on, man. Sinners is easy.
Mhm.
I mean, the number one films out there that win is horror because you need no star.
You don't need a star.
It's the horror is star. The horror is a star.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like he doesn't play the algorithm game. So I have a tough time.
yeah.
I have a tough time with the algorithm game only because I feel like anytime I try to make
Listen,
something, because I feel like anytime I try to make something for the algorithm, it doesn't work. But when I do what I do and I put out Noodles, the show that you're starring in with Dot and Torry Hart and
Right.
little JJJ Lewis. When I put that out, it took off. It did numbers when I dropped it on YouTube. I was getting like 50, 100 views. But when I said, all right, man, I'm not finna keep doing this. I'm gonna do what I do and what I love. 10,000, 20,000, 30. You know what I'm saying? Like it started to move. And so now I'm taking it to a point like, all right, this is what works on my YouTube.
right.
And that's why I feel like, for me, I feel like I can't go vertical because I feel like it's not something that works for me.
Well-
now I would get hired all day. If you want to hire me to shoot your vertical, I will come shoot it. I make it look dope. I will get paid for it all day.
Listen. So you the point we're making it right over your head. We're living in a different era where there's more opportunities and more options for people to be creative and to get their work out there. If verticals is one of them, then that's one of them. But before it just used to be talkies.
I hear
And it was playback.
I hear you.
So if you can get a check in more ways than one, then get it. If you can get your point out, if you can express yourself, if you can work in more ways than one,
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like the building.
Yeah.
You know, the object of the game is bring light.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what's it to. You know what I'm saying? But we need light. I need a camera. I need some sound. I need some actors, and that's my job. So whatever series you want to bring it to, it's up for me to bring it with some type of should I say moral. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay.
Morality to each, situation that I mess with, but it's for me to bring light, and that's who I am. And my gift in this world is light through comedy, through directing, through producing, through acting, through even just conversation. Just bring some light.
So you feel like no matter the medium, you gonna do your job. You're gonna bring your light, no matter the way it's uh
Well,
the way you
it depends
deliver,
on
no
the
matter how it's
project.
delivered.
It depends on the project, but light ain't never stop being light.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's negative light, no.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're getting to a point where, and I meant to say this earlier, where I grew up with only three channels.
Mm-hmm. You old, bro.
You know what I'm
Three
saying?
channels is crazy.
Exactly. When you had the
You
NBC,
OG.
CBS, and ABC,
You
and
don't
now
even got
you've got
Turner.
so
Oh, did
many
Turner own
channels.
those?
No, you had the little if you had it, but the UHF channel if you got it, but when did that come on? It didn't stay on late, but everything was off by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Mm.
You saw the little Indian man singing, the Indian crying or whatever it
I
was, or
remember that
yeah.
commercial with the
So
trash,
yeah,
the
trash. Well,
trash, and
that was
then that
before
one
that,
teardrop.
or the TV just went out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just got to this is the 90 station. You got a program and you did station you was off. But that was it. But now you have so many different channels. You have thousands of channels to choose from. I may not even see your project. I may see your project, and that's the point I'm trying to make with people. Some people have never seen the Kevin Hart Roast because they ain't got Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
don't care about what's going on in this film and that film. They only got what they got, and if you can bring whatever you can to where they have it, they're happy. And and that's what I see about this world and where we're at. What we think is relevant, it's a whole nother side that don't, because they don't get it. They don't got Prime. They ain't got Paramount. They probably still ain't got but 10 channels. And if they can get anything for free, they'll take it and they'll like it. And that's why YouTube is the number one channel.
And it's the number one channel because it plays landscape video. I say that though. I say like there's gonna be a shift. The only thing I worry about is people losing the art and becoming what tech wants you to be, what tech calls art. Because I think of it like this, and it may be good or bad. I feel like all of us, we grew up wanting to be filmmakers. We grew up wanting to make dope stuff. We grew up wanting to make things look awesome and learning how to do that and tell good stories. And then tech came along and the algorithm came along, and then they started to tell you, hey, no, just put it up. Like it's good enough. It's fine. Just put it up right away. Do as much as you can and just put it out there and you'll be rewarded. So I feel like it creates a culture of like now don't get me wrong, there are some people doing some dope stuff, but it creates a culture of like it's okay to be mediocre.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a culture out there that's creating you to be mediocre, to be evil, to be um, blasphemous for being expressive. And I think with that freedom, life and death is in your hands. That's just, I mean, what more could you ask for in the world is to have it your way and then fuck it up?
Mm.
How can all your prayers be answered and you fuck it up? So I say this now. Okay. If the world is truly dumb the fuck down so everybody can catch up, what's your excuse?
Mm. That was deep, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That one kind of You fucked me up a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what I was like. Damn, you right, bro. So because I don't feel bad about trying. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel bad about like if I try something and it come out trash, yo, I took a swing. I don't feel bad about that. Like I mean, this that we're sitting in right now, this is a swing. Like it could fail, it could do whatever it
It's good.
does.
No,
But
this
I
is already
refuse.
here.
Yeah.
You're just stepping into this place.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? You are this already done.
yeah.
You just playing the part. You have to finish playing the part. It's already done. You know, there's already been an interview. There's a successful part of you. You're on the right road because you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do this, then
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
there's a piece of you that you know what I'm saying, and they gonna never get to the successful part of you. But this is here. This is already done. You know what I'm saying? This is already, it's not imaginative upgraded. This is imagination completed.
Mm. I'm not changing the names, yo. Don't try to drop no extra stuff.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't try to. I'm not changing the name.
Yeah, I ain't tell
Nah,
you.
I'm
I'm
joking.
saying,
I'm
but it's
joking.
completed. You. Now you don't keep upgrading.
Absolutely, won't ever stop.
Yeah.
Well, tell me this, Joe. What's next for you? Like, I know you and I are going to continue to create and partner on things, but what do you have going on? I mean, you traveling,
Traveling the world.
he coming to a show near you somewhere. But what else you got going on as far as just the filming and life in general?
I've been blessed to be I guess on the road doing my comedy for 37, 38 plus years. And this is what I like about that as far as, being in Hollywood, or being in Hollywood and being an actor, producer, but also being able to control my whole other destiny in comedy because it has nothing to do with that. It's me going out here, my own fans, my own stuff, and saying me, I can win. I'm the producer, director, writer, creator, promoter, advertiser. I'm that guy that's got to go in there and do all that. You know what I'm saying? Focus the camera, pull it back, do the sounds. I have to create this person and put him out there. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I bring him back to Hollywood or bring him back to the public, with all I know, I want to do good things. So right now I'm doing things with with Miles Davis. I'm doing things with my special we want to shoot. I'm
Yeah,
doing
I'm about to press you on a special.
anything I want to do, but I want to shoot more than one. I want to shoot a bunch of them right away.
For
Because
sure.
I figure I'm in my fourth quarter and I want to shoot 3 in the next year and a half.
You got enough material.
Yeah.
Are you interested in YouTube release, or are you trying to sell it to a
Listen,
streamer?
we're gonna put them out on the proper platform at the proper time. My platform, Soul TV. I mean, you got a platform. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put them where you.
Yeah, kind of. I kind of.
Well, we'll talk
That's
about it.
it's difficult. I ain't gonna hold you. No, we can talk about it. It's difficult. Like the platform is still there. So redgrade.tv is still there. There's still content there.
Right.
But the difficult part for me was I was creating everything,
Right. Yeah.
and that's hard.
Very hard.
It's hard. I didn't have an audience to bring to subscribe.
Right.
So now I'm keeping it there, but I'm now going to be releasing to my YouTube and growing that community. And it's been growing. Like since I started dropping all the films that I've done on there, it's been growing, and it was stagnant for like 2 years. So now it's moving again. The algorithm likes me again, but I'm still not putting out a bunch. I'm just trying to put out quality. So that's what I'm doing now, and then hopefully I can take it back. But I mean, I still own my content.
There you go.
Like it's just getting out to the people, and I can make some money off of it.
Well, listen, we live in a world where the algorithm and the entertainment industry changes monthly. And it's like, what's that? What's going on? Used to be you could just be in that TV, you could be on this film, you could do these commercials, you can just do posts, you could do. But now it's like, yo, man, you better get in where you fit in as much as you can get in.
Yeah, no, you're
because
right.
you got to keep up with the mass amount of entertainment and celebrities that people are pushing out there and repeat. You know what I'm saying? So I got stuff on repeat. People that are out there now have to keep up with me because I got so much stuff old, I can just throw out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's already validated for
You got the archives too. People
yeah,
ain't
so
never seen.
the archives, and I keep recreating, and I've been doing this, this on the go with Joe stuff, since before it was created. So hey man, we're in a world where content is king,
Yeah.
and the shift of studios and who you think you had to be, you are, and and now what you gonna do?
Are you all about ownership, or are you down to split the
I'm all about ownership.
cost?
I'm all about ownership.
I mean,
all
split
about
the
no. I mean, if it depends on how much money you got. You want to buy it for a decent amount of years. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna pay me some amount of money that I'm not gonna live to see, go ahead.
Yeah.
But if you want to rent my stuff for a couple of years and get this and pimp it and flip it, flop it, nah. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what situation you're in, and I want to own as much of it to make that decision.
I think about that a lot, especially like I go back and forth with thinking about, Ryan Coogler's journey and then being around James Cameron and, how he'll eat forever off of Avatar, but he doesn't own it. You know what I mean? It's a Disney product.
Right.
So it's like balance. Like, okay, how much do I want to own? Do I want 100% of nothing? Or do I want 50% of?
I was with Brian Allen a couple weeks ago, last week, and he just bought Stars, BuzzFeed, Huffington Post,
Killing it.
I think something else, and just he was talking about inclusive activity, whatever. I forgot the word. I got to get it, go back to word. But us being involved in legacy wealth. And being able to be in positions to understand what we can do and how we can do this. You know what I'm saying? And without being a superstar, without being, Jay-Z and, doing, it's sometimes being in a situation I understand, I can, and my partner, I can partner with this person and we can buy that and we can own this and we can move on to different things like that. So partnerships. So that makes you like Magic Johnson, makes you part of the Dodgers, make you part of this, make you part of that, make you part of Neiman Marcus. You know what I'm saying? Where now, I'm saying you can further move stuff in your community and you can you can say, okay, well, this part of my stock I want to build in Milwaukee and I want to start this school here and I want to take this portion of, what I'm saying, and see, and that's why, to me is owning your own stuff comes into play because now you can say, oh, I can take piece of me and put it over here with piece of you. We can build this instead of, well, I got to go talk to them to see if I can sell piece of me to you. You don't own you. And you should always own you.
On that note, thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping in and chatting. We chat a lot on the phone, but I know you got to go to another event right now.
Listen, yes, we will pick this back up. I'm on that phone call away, and
yes, sir.
And a nice little drive.
And it's all good.
But hey, you can imagine anything.
For sure.
Just keep yourself upgraded.
Absolutely.
Right on, man. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right.